Welcome back, fellow shop rats. Today we're going to talk specifically about the cost of automotive paint.
It's a lot.
Let's watch the show intro. We'll see you in 5 seconds. I'm Mike, and this is
Buy Cars Shop.
I have been painting cars since sometime around 1987. And one observation that I have over all of those decades of painting cars is paint costs just keep getting higher and higher. Now, I know some of that is definitely due to what I would call
Environmental Protection Tax.
whatever that is. I don't know. But they seem to somehow think that charging a lot of tax for hazardous materials will somehow make it better for the earth. I still haven't figured out how they inject that money into the atmosphere to make the earth better, but they must have it figured out because they're a lot smarter than I am. I remember when I painted my very first car was a Toyota pickup. I did it for a customer because, as you know, I tend to paint stuff I do work for other people to learn how to do it before I take on my own stuff because I figure I might as well get paid to learn. Anyway, I painted a Toyota pickup, and we needed about a quart of the paint to paint that back in the day, which was a single-stage hardened, probably a DuPont product back in those days. It might have been a PPG, doesn't matter. And I remember the cost for that beige paint with all of its add-ins was almost $50. And I remember thinking that was quite expensive. When I painted my first 68 Dart, the blue one that you guys have seen on the channel, I don't have it anymore, but that was painted with Ditzler, so it was a PPG paint. And I remember that the cost of a gallon of that metallic blue with its reducers and hardeners was over $100. Man, that was a lot of money. Move forward in time and get into post-1990, and I'm painting my first Model A black, and I did that one with a single stage black hardened enamel, and total cost of paint and materials at that time for that, I bought it by the quart, so I did it the expensive way. It was $25 a quart for that material, and I don't remember the brand on that right now. I don't know if it was a Sherman-Williams or not. Doesn't matter, but I would go to the auto parts and just buy a quart of black paint till it was gone, and then when I needed more, I'd go buy it. I had a whopping $100 in that entire paint job on that car. Now, from 1987 to 1992, I think it was when I painted that. That $100 for that paint in 87 felt a whole lot cheaper in 1992. We moved forward many years, and I'm going to be painting my 47 Ford, and now we're into the base coat, clear coat world, and the Porsche red that car is in the DuPont paint at that time was $800 for a gallon of base coat, plus clear coat and hardeners and reducers, and I felt like that was just way too much money. And so I went with a different brand called Metalux and used that paint, which works really well, except it's about twice as thin, and so where that was $400 a gallon for base coat, I ended up having to use 2 gallons of base coat to paint that car, so I still had $800 in base coat. We recently had to have some paint work done on one of our Mini Coopers, the blue one, and I remember my buddy Matt, who works in a body shop, and he's the painter, and he said that there was one blue or a pearl additive that was, I'm going to get this wrong, but I think it was $800 for an ounce. Fortunately, we didn't need nearly an ounce for that, but that's just for one additive in the base coat. My point, paint is friggin' expensive!
Paint is friggin' expensive!
That has left me in a position of looking for options. I need alternatives, and I found some, and you're going to be seeing some of those options coming on the $500 paint job series that I'm doing on that 86 Dodge truck. And just Mopar Joe and I have talked some about paint costs because he's a painter as well, and he's turned me on to another website that I don't remember, but I do have it bookmarked somewhere, and there are some definitely more inexpensive places to get paint. Now I'm going to clarify that if I'm going to be doing a show quality paint job like the 47 Ford or like the 69 Charger, i.e. stitches, R70 Challenger project, I am not skimping on paint and materials. When you're going to put a $20,000 paint job on a vehicle, you don't want to do it with $20 paint. $20,000 paint job is a number that I use figuratively for the result, the end product of what has turned out on the Charger and the 47 Ford and so forth. It's just a number representing as much the amount of work to get that body work right as it is the paint. But my point is, for some of these vehicles that are just drivers, there has to be an alternative. The point of where I'm going with all of this in this video today is, first of all, share your experiences. Even if you're not a painter, share your experiences with having to get paint work done and what your cost experiences have been, especially over the last 10, 15, 40, 50 years. And let us know what your thoughts are on that and what your experiences are. My second thing is, one of the things that I always want to do on the channel is find ways to help you guys save money. You know that I try to do everything that I can as economically as possible, which causes a lot of people to weep and wail and gnash their teeth, mock and scoff, and that's very good, and I'm glad for that, because in the end times we know that there will be mockers and scoffers, and we've definitely seen those people here on the channel. My point is that you don't have to, as you've heard me say so many times, it doesn't have to be a money game. And if you do your homework and you look outside the box, and if you're like me, you're not even sure there is a box, but whatever. If you just think outside the normal stuff, the narrative, the stuff that they,
and whoever they are,
I don't know, but there's they, the infamous they, that are responsible for everything that's evil in the world. If you step outside of what they tell you, there might be some options. I'm pretty excited about this new product line. I'm pretty excited about the stuff that Joe had told me about, and I'm really excited to share some of these alternatives with you on the channel. And well, the first thing we're going to do is try to prove to you that yes, indeed, we can turn out a driver quality work truck paint job for under 500 bucks. So far, the numbers are looking good. Let's just see whether or not I screw it up and have to redo it. All right, that's going to do it for this one. We're over on the Face thing. Instant Grandma loves us. She buys us cookies, stuff like that. It's good to have an Instant Grandma. I am trying to post more over there. You'll notice that I'm dropping some stuff over there once in a while again. It's been a while since we've been there, but it's only because I just can't keep up with everything. But I try. But I figure you guys want me turning out content here more than anything else. We're here on YouTube. If you would share the videos, share the channel, share the projects, share the playlists with people that you know. Heck, share it with people you don't know. I don't care. Just share it with other people, and let's continue to see the channel grow. We've been on a little bit of a slump since the holidays, but I think everybody's kind of experiencing that, so that's okay.
but I'm hoping that things kind of shoot back up there again, and we start making the more money on the channel, and we get the more viewers on the channel, and we keep growing, because the more the stuff that we do here on the channel, the more the viewers come and stuff, the more money we earn on the channel, and the more content we can turn out, because we can turn the projects and fund more stuff and that kind of stuff.
All right, I'm just having fun with y'all, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Rock!